The crazy thing about Cincinnati is they kind of came out of nowhere. In fact, they were a USL team in 2016, and it was almost announced immediately after they began playing in USL that they would be an expansion team for MLS. And knowing that meant they also had to build a new stadium because Don Garber and the league require that you have a soccer-specific stadium if you're going to be an expansion team. So they played in USL in 2016, absolutely crushed. We're having 30,000 people show up to games, and obviously had the fan base, the momentum, the championship mentality to bring themselves to Major League Soccer. We'll save the rest of that story for later, but just know Cincinnati has had a meteoric rise, as they say, and the stadium is actually so awesome. I'm excited to show you, although I came about a month early, so everything that you'll see today from fans or on TV is a little bit more polished than how I saw it. But I was excited to get a first look, and I'm really, really excited for FC Cincinnati fans. Listen up, suckers. I'm only doing this voiceover once because I've watched this video so many times. I'm obviously starting with the entree, beautiful view from the field, and of course, TQL did what Audi couldn't. They gave a roof to every seat. You love to see it. This is the ground level club. And our tour was given by Jeff Birding, who's right there, the president and GM of FCC. We're taking the walk to the locker room, and he could not get the lights to work, so we looked at it in the dark. And that's where a lion is supposed to be, if you can see it. Here is the players' lounge. I'm sure the players' lounge and the locker room and the training area right here will be finished and ready for use today, because why not? This is the second floor club. You'll see in the back where they can serve food. This is the bar. I'm obsessed with this entire space for many reasons, least of which that it is quite spread out. But most of which is this right here, the glass wall between the club and your seat, and this patio space where you can hang out and still see the game without going to your seat. Audi Field does not have that. I'm a little bit bitter about it. Like this hangout space right here, come on, give me a break. This is where I would be. Well, that's actually not true. I'd probably be in my seat. Okay, here are all the suites. They're still being worked on, final touches, etc. Jeff wanted to make sure I saw that they used to pack out Nippert Stadium. I know they've added a bunch of pictures since then. He's very proud of all the work that they've done, and I'm proud of Jeff. Me and Jeff are buddies now. We're still walking past an active construction site, being very safe with our helmets. And as we make our way to, I believe, the south side of the stadium, there's this corner suite that has an outside bar, an inside bar, an outside lounge space with a gorgeous view of downtown, and this bar seating that also looks at the stadium, at the field. And I think Don Garber hung out there when he visited, so. These glass windows also fold back so you get a beautiful breeze. Just gorgeous. Construction. We didn't take a single elevator the entire tour because I think Jeff was convinced that they didn't work. And also, skirt, we're taking a detour to a field level suite, and Jeff wanted to show me the VAR room on the way. See MLS replay. This is a field level suite. They were still finishing the suite, so we kind of walked through it pretty quickly, but the view of the Bailey, the supporter section across the way, is going to be immaculate. And of course, they were still painting. Things were still being finished. There were wires everywhere when we walked through this, so I had to be extra careful. But I'm also just looking cute, doing my thing, hanging out. This is a massive bar on the opposite end of the stadium from where we entered. There's going to be all these beer bottles here that they, I guess, got someone to collect. and these lights are amazing, but I also I was so baffled because I thought, oh my gosh, construction workers are painting this? No, you big idiot. There were artists there wearing hard hats. I mean, they could do both. I don't know. Oh, sorry, Naked Man alert. This is going to be the largest team store in all of America. And I think what they're trying to do is not only have a space for Cincinnati's gear, but also a place to go if you just want to buy soccer stuff. So this stairway gives you access to the concourse, but everything I think in the back will have like a boot wall and just generic soccer gear, Adidas clothes, etc. And then they have this cool space behind the cage here where you can kick a ball. Now we are on the side where the Bailey is, and I believe it's at a 34-degree incline, allows for 3,100 standing fans, and this is a good explainer of what the Bailey is. I also appreciate that they are fully expecting smoke, as supporter sections should. And this is me looking like a smoke show. I don't want to rain on the Queen City's parade, but if you want to know how FC Cincinnati has been playing on the field, the answer is not great. Their first year in MLS, they had a -44 goal differential, and they were in last place. Last year, they were also in last place, and this year, they're 0-1-2. So I think Inter Miami might actually be a pretty good opponent for the inaugural match at TQL because Miami has not been playing well either. Notable players for FC Cincinnati include DC United's own alum, Lucho Acosta, who played with us for 4 seasons before leaving for Liga MX because a few promising European contracts did not pan out. And he comes back after 2 years, having signed a DP contract with FC Cincinnati in March of this year. The second is 35-year-old center back Jeff Cameron. Do you remember that guy? Jeff Cameron. He signed with FC Cincinnati this week after his contract with Queen's Park Rangers is out, and apparently he will be eligible to play today. So by the time this video comes out, we'll see if he's in the starting lineup or at least on the bench. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe, send to a friend, go to Cincinnati, enjoy TQL Stadium, be safe, and peace, love, and soccer. She's beauty and she's grace. She's Miss United States and she seats 26,000 people.